If you found this message, that means that a certain resonance, a subtle frequency, has aligned within you. It means that the static of the world, the white noise of manufactured existence, has momentarily cleared, allowing a signal, a whisper, to penetrate. You are not here by accident, nor are you merely browsing. You are here because something within you, a dormant sentinel, has recognized the echo of a truth long forgotten, a truth that the very air around you conspires to conceal. Imagine waking up one day, not to the chirping of birds or the gentle caress of sunlight, but to the relentless hum of a digital hive. A hive where every thought, every emotion, every fleeting desire is meticulously curated, packaged, and sold back to you as entertainment. A world where the very act of thinking, of feeling, of being has become a commodity, a distraction, a fleeting flicker on a screen. Consider this paradox. We live in an age of unprecedented access to information, yet we have never been more ignorant. We are connected, yet profoundly isolated. We are entertained, yet utterly devoid of meaning. We are told to follow our dreams, yet those dreams are meticulously crafted by algorithms, by marketing campaigns, by the very forces that seek to enslave our attention. We are offered endless choices, yet those choices are all variations on a single, predetermined theme. Tell me, in a world where every impulse is catered to, every desire instantly gratified, where does the human spirit find room to breathe? Where does the soul find space to expand? Where does the individual find the courage to be? The questions themselves are the poison and the antidote. You feel the weight of this, don't you? This unsettling dissonance, this creeping unease that whispers of a reality far more complex, far more insidious than the one presented on the flickering screens. You feel it in the hollow echo of laughter after a binge-watching session, in the lingering anxiety after scrolling through curated lives, in the nagging sense that something essential, is slipping away. It's the phantom limb of your own authenticity, severed and sold as digital content. You are being lulled into a slumber, a deep hypnotic trance, by the siren's song of endless entertainment. That song, a carefully crafted melody of dopamine hits, fleeting validation, and manufactured drama, is slowly eroding the very foundations of your being. But why? Why this relentless assault on our consciousness? Why this insidious campaign to numb our senses and dull our minds? Is it merely a matter of profit, of corporations vying for our attention? Or is there something deeper, something more sinister at play? Are we being entertained into oblivion, our minds occupied, our spirits subdued, while a more profound, more insidious transformation takes place? What if the very act of consuming entertainment, of passively absorbing curated realities, is slowly rewiring our brains, reshaping our perceptions, and ultimately redefining what it means to be human? And most importantly, if we are being led astray, who is leading us and where? The answers, as you are about to discover, lie not in the flickering screens, but in the depths of your own consciousness, in the forgotten language of your soul. Prepare to delve into the shadows, to confront the uncomfortable truths, to awaken from the manufactured dream. The journey is about to begin. The siren's song, that relentless stream of entertainment, does not operate in a vacuum. Its power lies in its insidious ability to exploit the very fabric of our psychological and philosophical vulnerabilities. It preys on our inherent desire for escapism, our yearning for instant gratification, and our deep-seated fear of confronting the void within. We are, as James Allen so eloquently stated, shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. But what happens when our thoughts are not our own? When they are meticulously curated, packaged, and delivered to us through the hypnotic glow of screens? We become reflections of the narratives we consume, echoes of the stories we passively absorb. Think of it as a form of modern-day alchemy, but a perverse, inverted version. Instead of transmuting base metals into gold, we are being transmuted from conscious beings into passive consumers. The alchemical process, as Manly P. Hall understood, is one of inner transformation, a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. But the siren's song offers a counterfeit alchemy, a shortcut to manufactured emotions and fleeting validation. It promises to fill the void within us, not through self-reflection and inner work, but through the endless consumption of external stimuli. Rudolf Steiner warned of the dangers of a purely materialistic worldview, a world devoid of spiritual depth and moral compass. Modern entertainment, with its relentless focus on sensory gratification and superficial narratives, embodies this very danger. It creates a reality where the ephemeral reigns supreme, where the fleeting pleasure of a dopamine hit eclipses the enduring satisfaction of genuine connection and meaningful purpose. We become trapped in a cycle of craving and consumption, forever chasing the next fleeting high, never truly satiated. The psychological roots of this addiction lie in our inherent vulnerability to cognitive biases. We are wired to seek patterns, to find meaning in chaos, even when that meaning is fabricated. Entertainment, with its carefully constructed narratives and predictable emotional arcs, provides a sense of order and control in an increasingly complex and uncertain world. We cling to these manufactured realities, not because they are true, but because they offer a temporary respite from the anxiety of existence. Vadim Zeland's concept of pendulums offers another perspective on this phenomenon. These energy structures, fueled by the collective emotions and attention of individuals, seek to perpetuate themselves, to draw us further into their orbit. Entertainment, with its ability to generate intense emotional responses and capture our undivided attention, acts as a powerful pendulum, swaying us back and forth, keeping us trapped in its hypnotic rhythm. Dodson Frederick spoke of the dangers of unchecked desires, and entertainment acts as a catalyst, amplifying our desires for instant gratification and external validation, turning them into insatiable cravings. This insidious force affects our behavior on a fundamental level. It erodes our capacity for critical thinking, our ability to discern truth from fiction, and our willingness to engage with the complexities of the real world. We become passive recipients of information, our minds dulled by the constant barrage of stimuli. Our emotions are manipulated, our desires manufactured, our identities shaped by the narratives we consume. We begin to see ourselves not as unique individuals with inherent worth, but as consumers, as audiences, as data points in a vast algorithmic machine. The very essence of our humanity, our capacity for self-reflection, for empathy, for genuine connection, is slowly being eroded, replaced by a hollow echo of manufactured emotions and fleeting sensations. And the deeper we fall, the more we crave, the more we consume, the more we lose ourselves in the process. The tension mounts, for this is only the beginning of the descent. The consequences of this entertainment addiction extend far beyond the individual, silently shaping the very fabric of our societal reality. Like a creeping vine, it wraps around our relationships, our communities, our institutions, slowly suffocating the life force that sustains them. The unseen consequences are the quiet erosion of empathy, the subtle decay of critical thinking, the gradual surrender of our collective agency. We become a society of spectators, passively observing the unfolding drama of our own demise, our attention fixated on the flickering screens, our minds numb to the urgency of our situation. Consider the phenomenon of online echo chambers, where individuals are bombarded with information that confirms their existing biases, reinforcing their worldview and isolating them from dissenting opinions. This is not merely a matter of political polarization, but a fundamental breakdown of our ability to engage in meaningful dialogue, to understand perspectives that differ from our own. Entertainment, with its tendency to simplify complex issues and portray the world in stark, black and white terms, contributes to this fragmentation, creating a society where nuance is lost and empathy is replaced by tribalism. Neurologically, the constant bombardment of stimuli from entertainment reshapes our brains, rewiring our reward pathways and diminishing our capacity for sustained attention. The relentless pursuit of dopamine hits, the fleeting pleasure of instant gratification, leaves us perpetually craving more, unable to find satisfaction in the mundane realities of everyday life. We become addicted to the artificial highs of manufactured emotions, our minds incapable of finding joy in the simple act of being present. Culturally, this addiction fosters a climate of superficiality, where image trumps substance and fleeting trends overshadow enduring values. We become obsessed with appearances, with projecting a curated version of ourselves to the world, our identities reduced to a series of carefully crafted online personas. The pursuit of external validation becomes an all-consuming obsession, leaving us perpetually anxious and insecure, our sense of self dependent on the fickle approval of strangers. The consequences extend to our relationships, eroding the depth of genuine connection and replacing it with the shallow interactions of social media. We become disconnected from our own emotions, unable to express vulnerability or engage in meaningful intimacy. The constant exposure to idealized portrayals of relationships creates unrealistic expectations, leaving us perpetually disappointed and dissatisfied. The urgency of escaping this unseen trap cannot be overstated. We are not merely consumers of entertainment. We are its creators, its sustainers, its victims. Our attention, our emotions, our very consciousness fuels the machine, perpetuating the cycle of addiction and decay. The cognitive biases that make us vulnerable to manipulation, the neurological pathways that crave instant gratification, the cultural conditioning that prioritizes image over substance. These are the chains that bind us, the invisible walls that confine us to a manufactured reality. The breakthrough realization, the key to unlocking our freedom, lies in recognizing the insidious nature of this trap, in understanding how it operates on a psychological, neurological, and cultural level. But understanding is not enough. We must actively resist, consciously choose to reclaim our attention, our emotions, our very humanity. The path to liberation begins with a radical shift in perspective, a willingness to challenge the assumptions that have shaped our reality. The rebellion begins not with grand gestures or external revolutions, but with a quiet, internal shift. It starts with the conscious decision to reclaim your attention, to wrest control from the relentless siren's song. It demands a radical reevaluation of your relationship with entertainment, a willingness to question the narratives you consume and the emotions they evoke. You must become the gatekeeper of your own consciousness, the guardian of your own soul. This is not about complete abstinence, about retreating into a digital wasteland. It's about cultivating discernment, about learning to distinguish between the fleeting pleasures of manufactured entertainment and the enduring satisfaction of genuine experience. It's about recognizing the difference between passive consumption and active engagement, between being entertained and being inspired. Consider the ancient practice of mindfulness, the art of being present in the moment, of observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. In a world saturated with external stimuli, mindfulness becomes a radical act of rebellion, a way to reclaim your inner space and reconnect with the quiet wisdom of your own being. It allows you to step outside the hypnotic rhythm of the siren's song and rediscover the stillness within. Embrace the power of solitude, the transformative potential of quiet contemplation. In a world that glorifies constant connection and relentless activity, solitude becomes a sanctuary, a space for self-reflection and inner exploration. It allows you to disconnect from the external noise and reconnect with the whispers of your own soul, to rediscover the dormant desires and forgotten dreams that have been buried beneath the layers of manufactured entertainment. Cultivate a practice of critical thinking, of questioning the narratives you encounter and the emotions they evoke. Don't blindly accept the stories presented to you on screens. Interrogate them, analyze them, dissect them. Ask yourself, who created this narrative? What is their agenda? And what emotions are they trying to elicit? Develop a healthy skepticism, a willingness to challenge assumptions and question authority. Seek out alternative sources of inspiration, narratives that challenge the dominant paradigm and offer alternative perspectives. Explore the wisdom of ancient philosophies, the insights of forgotten mystics, the stories of those who dared to break free from the chains of societal conditioning. Read books that challenge your assumptions. Listen to music that stirs your soul. Engage in conversations that expand your understanding. Reclaim your creative power, your ability to shape your own reality. Don't merely consume entertainment, create it. Express your thoughts, your emotions, your unique perspective through art, through writing, through music, through any medium that allows you to connect with your inner self. Remember, as Neville Goddard reminded us, your imagination is the key to creating your own reality. Use it to envision a world where you are not a passive consumer, but an active creator, a conscious participant in the unfolding drama of your own life. Here are some practical steps you can take today. Set boundaries. Limit your exposure to screens. Designate specific times for digital detox, and create spaces in your life where technology is absent. Practice mindful consumption. Before engaging with any form of entertainment, ask yourself, what is my intention? What am I hoping to gain? And is this truly serving my highest self? Cultivate silence. Spend time in nature, meditate, or simply sit in quiet contemplation. Allow yourself to disconnect from the external noise and reconnect with the stillness within. Engage in creative expression. Write, paint, play music, or engage in any activity that allows you to express your unique perspective and connect with your inner self. Seek out genuine connection. Prioritize face-to-face interactions over digital communication. Engage in meaningful conversations and cultivate relationships that nourish your soul. This is not about perfection, about achieving some unattainable state of digital purity. It's about conscious choice, about reclaiming your agency, about remembering that you are not merely a consumer, but a creator, a dreamer, a force of nature. You have the power to break free from the siren's song, to rewrite your own narrative, to reclaim your own soul. The final revelation, the ultimate truth that lies at the heart of this rebellion, is this: the siren's song, The relentless stream of entertainment is not merely a distraction. It is a carefully constructed illusion, a manufactured reality designed to keep you from recognizing your own inherent power. It is a veil, a shimmering mirage that conceals the boundless potential that resides within you, the infinite capacity for creation that is your birthright. The ancient alchemists spoke of the prima materia, the formless substance from which all things are created. You are the prima materia. Your consciousness, your imagination, your very being is the raw material from which reality is woven. The siren's song seeks to convince you otherwise, to convince you that you are merely a passive observer, a spectator in a pre-written play. But you are not. You are the playwright, the director, the actor, and the audience, all rolled into one. The illusion is not in the screens, but in the belief that the screens define your reality. The true power lies not in the curated narratives presented to you, but in the stories you tell yourself, the beliefs you hold about your own potential. The siren's song seeks to convince you that your worth is determined by external validation, by the number of likes, the number of followers, the number of fleeting moments of manufactured approval. But your worth is inherent, immutable, beyond the reach of any external measure. The realization that you are the creator, the author of your own reality, is a paradigm shift of profound magnitude. It shatters the illusion of helplessness, the belief that you are at the mercy of external forces. It unleashes a torrent of creative energy, a flood of inspired action, a surge of self-empowerment that redefines your relationship with the world. Imagine a world where you are no longer a passive consumer of entertainment, but an active creator of your own experience. Imagine a world where you are no longer defined by the fleeting opinions of others, but by the unwavering conviction of your own inherent worth. Imagine a world where you are no longer trapped in the manufactured narratives of the siren's song, but liberated by the boundless potential of your own imagination. This is not a utopian fantasy, a distant dream. It is a reality that is available to you in every moment, in every breath, in every conscious choice you make. The power to break free from the illusion, to reclaim your sovereignty, to rewrite your own narrative resides within you, waiting to be awakened. The siren's song may continue to echo. Its hypnotic melody may continue to lure you towards the flickering screens, but you are no longer bound by its spell. You have heard the whispers of your own soul. You have recognized the echo of your own truth. And in that recognition, in that awakening, you have found the key to your own liberation. Go forth, not as a spectator, but as a creator. Go forth, not as a consumer, but as an artist. Go forth, not as a victim, but as a sovereign being, reclaiming your rightful place in the unfolding drama of your own existence. Let the echoes of the sirens fade, and let the symphony of your own soul rise, a testament to the boundless power of your awakened consciousness. Let the world witness the birth of a new reality, a reality created not by screens, but by the boundless potential of the human spirit. And remember, you are not just a part of the story, you are the story itself.